Well, InterGlobe Aviation is going to be the stock to look out for, given that, they've set out their recent guidance cut for the third quarter of FY26. They've revised their capacity growth forecast for Q3 from the earlier high teens percentage growth to now high single to early double-digit growth because of the operational disruptions and flight cancellations. The revenue impact also, the airline is expecting a mid-single-digit percentage downward moderation in their passenger unit revenue for the quarter compared to its earlier forecast, which was from flat to slight growth. Dharmesh, hi, morning. How is it that you're reading into Indigo's commentary and whether or not it's already baked into the stock price?
Yeah, good morning, Aisha. I mean, a lot of disruptions are still pending for Indigo. We are not done yet on that front. And what we are talking about is the near-term pain, maybe a Q3 and Q4 kind of a pain in the revenue and the profitability. Let's not forget Q2 was very bad for Indigo with a dismal 3% kind of an operating margin. And this is happening when the tailwinds of currency, of the crude oil is playing out. Currency has played a bit negatively for them. But the larger question to be answered for Indigo is they had a huge capex plan, acquisition of aircrafts and everything lined up for the future next 2-3 years. So even that will undergo a scanner since what kind of allotment they are going to get, what are the flight schedules they are going to get, what are the permissions they will get for flying the new aircraft. So I think many problems, structural problem will be there for Indigo on the balance sheet part, and whether they are going to defer the deal and how much hit back of they are going to take on the cost fund if they are cancelling a few of the acquisition of aircrafts, because pilot shortage is already there. So to my mind, even if there is trading bounces, it can best play out for trading bounces. Avoid it for at least 2-3 months till the entire clarity comes out. Structurally speaking, going by the DGCA rules and whatever data we have in our hand in the pilot supply, I think 15 to 20% is the likely cut on the growth aspects of Indigo on the revenue and the activity fund going forward for FY27 and 28. 2 years will be a difficult year for Indigo to manage, and by that time, after that, we'll see how things are shaping up.
Interesting. Kunal, 48.05, how much more of a fall can one anticipate?
See, I don't expect a fall on the prices, but then, as I was pointing out the last couple of days, that this 4800 mark could now become a new pivot range for InterGlobe Aviation, and I don't see the stock moving up significantly higher, significantly lower over the very near term from this range. It's just that it will be a little bit more volatile than what it was maybe in the last few days. But the price damage may, I think, I would probably believe, could be curtailed because the indicators have come back into deep oversold territory for InterGlobe Aviation on the short-term charts, both on the DDS and on the hourly time frame. In such kind of a scenario, we expect generally the prices to moderate at a certain range, but the volatility takes time to settle down. So I believe broadly the range for the stock should be, say, 4800 plus minus 200-300 points for the stock price. So on the broader basis, 5,000, 5,100 should be a resistance on the upside, and 4,500, 4,550 as a support on the downside for the stock.
In fact, as we slip into this break, here are what the Indigo chairman, Vikram Singh Mehta, also had to say about this ongoing issue.
Let me also express my gratitude to government and the regulators for their cooperation and support. I assure them we remain committed to continuous improvement. Last week's events are a blemish on this airline's pristine, clean record. Our company has erred. There is no denying this. It is now to build back your trust. This will not be easy. It will depend on actions, not words. It will be a journey. And as a first step in this journey, let me say, as chairman of the board, the company apologizes without conditions or excuses.